Hey, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com. Today I'm teaching you a really cool blues turnaround on an A diatonic harmonica. I'm using a special 20, but you can use any kind you like and any key you like. You can still follow the tab, but you will be playing in a different key from me. So this is a turnaround that I've stolen from Lazy Lester, and it's taken from the song Sugar Coated Love. It's a really cool song with a great solo in the middle and a kind of outro solo as well. And I do have a premium lesson on that full song, so check out the link in the description if you'd like to learn the full song. But in this free lesson, we're just going to look at that turnaround. And I think it's a really cool turnaround because it moves nicely. It's got a fast bit at the start and then it kind of slows down into the end of it. I'll just play it again for you so you can hear it. Okay, so if I slow that down. And I'm going to split it into two. I'm going to split it into the fast bit and the not so fast bit. Okay, so the first bit is triplets. So 3 notes per beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And they're evenly spaced, so we're trying to get them nice and even. So we want to start slow with those. And the notes are 4 draw, 5 draw, 4 draw, and then 4 draw into a 4 draw bend, and then 3 draw. And it's a good idea to loop those, play them over and over. You can either, click your fingers, tap your feet, or ideally use a metronome. Okay, until you're comfortable with that. As I said before, really even if possible. So all of those notes take up the same amount of space. Da 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 na na da na na. Triplets. Really cool. So that when it's played at full speed, the tune's quite fast. So that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Da 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 da. It then slows down. The second half is, the notes don't come as thick and fast. They still sound really cool though. So the second half is moving into like a classic turnaround sound. So we've got the 4 blow, 3 draw. I reckon he puts a little bit of a bend on it just for kind of bluesy effect. You could just play 3 draw, 2 draw, and then 2 draw full step and 1 draw. Sorry, 1 draw twice. And instead of a triplet feel, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we're down to kind of an 8th note feel. Do, 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 do. So it's kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's the kind of feel. So the notes are split into 2, but we're kind of swinging it. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and do da ba bum ba da ba. So that's our second half. So we could loop that as well. And I've noticed just then that I'm slapping that 4 blow. You don't have to slap that, you could just... I don't think he slaps it, but I'm just doing that out of habit. If you were to put, well, you could do this with either half, but if you were to put the whole thing together and loop it, then you could practice different textures like that. So you could practice slapping that 4 blow or playing the octave on the 4 blow, or a flutter somewhere, or a 4 and 5 dirty note instead of you might go where you're playing 4 and 5 instead of every 4 draw. You could dirty up the 3 draw as well. and you could bend down to the 2-draw bend. Do a kind of vibrato on that 1 draw. You know, you could experiment with those little variations and textures by looping it round and round and saying every time you've got to try a new technique or texture or something like that, you know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. I've gone off-piste. So that's it for the lick. The turnaround, in case you're thinking, I love this lick, but what's a turnaround? The turnaround is just the end of a 12-bar structure. It's the last couple of bars. So this is a 2-bar lick, and it's kind of the way of saying it's the end of the solo or the end of the chord progression, and we're going then back into the next one. So they're really worth practicing. It's worth building up a set of blues turnarounds that you can use, and I think this is a good one because of the way it flows. If you'd like to learn more Lazy Lester stuff, then I have a premium lesson on the song that this is taken from, so check the link in the description to the premium lesson on Sugar Coated Love by Lazy Lester. Anyway, I hope you've liked this little lesson on looking at this turnaround. If you have, please click like, and if you subscribe and click the channel notification bell, then you will be informed every time I put a new lesson up. Good luck with your practice, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.